good?
Yeah, getting there.
It looked like it was fun out there. Like the ball was moving around, the shots were fun. Like what was different about that made that happen?
They were in zone. I think they saw how other teams beat us in zone, like our terrible loss to Central Michigan, and they thought it probably was a good idea to do that. And I guess we were making shots today, and we made them pay for it. So, yeah.
What was the key to that, maybe? It seemed like Kobe was pretty aggressive driving there and then kicking it out.
Well, like you said, like driving, we were all kind of driving the gaps. Me, not so much. Kobe and Doug. So I just created opportunities for one-on-two situations with me, T-Will, me and Joey, and that's pretty much how we got open shots.
You guys were up by 24 points. I think there was about 4 minutes left, and Hunter had not even taken a shot. About a month ago, I think that would have been somewhat unimaginable. I don't know if you even knew that. And what does that say about the way the rest of this team has sort of developed around him?
Well, today Hunter was pretty under the weather. He's been sick for the past 2 days, I think. So coming in, I just try to understand, like, we might have to pick our game up today because it's going to be hard to, just put it all on Hunter. So we all had to step up, next man up. I felt like, everyone kind of had a good sense around, like, we got to pick it up, and I think that's what the difference was today.
But do you think the team is maybe more ready to do that than guys were a month ago?
100%. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Just because we were starting to, like, know our roles and get into that. So just everyone just staying ready, and my dad said we just got to help him. We got to help him today, so I think we still. Yeah.
Jett, how much does the offense open up when Dougie is hitting the outside shots?
It opens up a lot. Once they have to respect it, and that's when I get open shots, and that's when Kobe gets open shots and catch and goes. And he can hit those shots consistently. I just feel like it's a confidence thing with him, and when he feels like he's in rhythm, it's cash, in my opinion.
Aside from just making shots, do you feel like this team has turned a bit of a corner here these last couple of weeks, 3 wins in a row now?
Yeah, I think we always had it in us. I just think we didn't buy into the details. I feel like we just thought we could just roll in there and just beat teams without really sitting there and respecting them and not cheating the game. And I felt like once we decided to buy in on the defensive end, that's when these good results happen, personally.
And that's, I guess, how have you seen that? Like, is it film study? Is it paying?
Yeah, everything you can think of. Film study, practicing harder, guys stepping up and being leaders, these players-only meetings, so all of that, I think, plays a big part.
Meetings, plural. Did you do that again?
Yeah, I think we do it before every game now, just to make sure everybody's on the same page.
When did that start?
Before the Northwestern game, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's when it started. Jett Howard started it.
Talk about Tominaga and how well he played and how tough he is to play against.
He's a tough competitor. You look at him, you kind of underestimate him a little bit, but coming in, he had 30 the last game,
Sunday,
so we're just like, no, we cannot underestimate him. We have to respect him, and today he showed us why we should have respected him even more. So I think he's a great player.
Jett, it's interesting in this game. Every starter in double figures, you were leading score, obviously, and that the bench gave you 16 points, I believe it was, in the first half. Talk about those two elements.
The bench stepped up humongous. This was like probably their most pickup game for us. Coming off the bench, it was like, I think it was 10. We're up 10, and then coming out, it was like 41-17. So those guys are amazing. It starts with Will. Will's energy, Jace's energy. Those guys are just dialed in, and the first group has to pick up and act like them more, I feel like, in my opinion. And with the guys, all the guys scoring double figures, I think like when the floor got opened up and when they went in zone, I feel like that's kind of like we all got, itchy to make shots. Me personally, I feel like. For
Eat up the zone.
Yeah, eat it up, kill it.
Yeah. And Joey, obviously, talk about what he brings you guys.
Oh, Joey just brings instant offense when he comes off the bench. Instant shot making. Always consistent in his work. He's consistent, and I think that's why he makes those clutch threes for us and those consistent daggers. that he's been making. So yeah.
Everybody's talking about the increased intensity you guys are showing. What's the source of that?
I think it stems from the coach. I think he instilled in us, like, we kind of starting to take over his mindset, I feel like. And, you know, like, we don't like to lose games. Once we started to realize we're slipping, I just felt like we were starting to play more desperate and hungry. And it's showing throughout the team now. Everyone's on the same page.
And what are you seeing in practices? More focus? How have practices maybe changed in the last week or two?
More intensity.
Same.
More intensity, more detail-oriented, more guys calling each other out, more tough conversations. So it's been good.
So you can trust each other.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Will just called T. Will like the ultimate teammate. What have you seen from T. Will game in and game out? What do you see from him today specifically? Started aggressive there. What do you see from him both scoring and away from the ball?
I just see sacrifice. He understands, like, he has a job doing this. Sometimes not scoring, doing the little things like offensive rebounding, setting screens, getting other guys open, being a decoy. Like, he's bought into his role, and I think, like, just that is alone is why we've been successful over these past 3 games. And like Will said, he is an amazing teammate. He's selfless, and you just need more guys like that around.
What does it do for the offense in those stretches where he does start scoring? Like he had 7 in the first 7 minutes there.
Well, we always open to him scoring. And when we scoring, for sure, we going. Like, we know, like, he can score at will if he really wanted to, but just him understanding, like, him getting Kobe and Doug and me open, like, he understands that, and I think that's why we're starting to be so successful. Just him buying in.
Earlier you mentioned more people stepping up as leaders and kind of helping flip the page. I guess who in particular have you seen kind of step into those roles?
I'll say Jace, Joey. I tried myself, Dougie. You know, and it's not some. I don't think leaders just come from the person just saying the most stuff, saying the most motivational things. I think it's like the people who actually put in an effort to do better and try harder. So I think everybody as a whole kind of just are leaders in their own way now. And it's good to be a part of. Yeah.
What was it like having that Phil Martelli's chair empty and not having him at the game?
You definitely.
A little weird.
Yeah, it is weird. You definitely miss his presence. He just always gives you little gems throughout the game, so we missed him for sure. Yeah.
Jett, thinking about the offense specifically, in your opinion, what has clicked the past couple of games?
Ball movement, our defense creating offense, I think just being more efficient with our shooting.